Hello. So today is 25th of February and I woke up and I decided to go to have a little trip around my city. I shot this in a video of the sun because it looked really stunning. Then I took a bus and yeah, we had a very cute bus driver, grandpa. And then from the bus I went to the metro. The metro is very interesting for me because when I was little, I used to see dreams about metros, escalators, tunnels. I dreamed that I was running or flying on the escalators, up and down, inside out. So yeah, I always think about it when I get into a metro. Yeah, I didn't turn my video off here. We have this interesting artifact from Soviet Union workers. I don't know, it looks very scary to me, almost demonic. I think it really gives off a general vibe of 70 years of us being in Soviet Union. It was really dark, it was soulless. And again, tunnels. Yeah, this is really the closest scene from my dreams. Like the closest, the most, that resembles most to my dreams. And then I got from the metro. Yeah, I was always afraid on the last part. And I also had a dream that I had long hair and my hair got stuck in there when I was a kid. It was a terrifying dream. So yeah, this metro is called Khrmagele in Georgian. The direct translation is a deep stream. Here's a little park that leads to my old apartment where I spent my life from 1 till 7 that I tell you later about. So me and my mom would walk through this park almost every day. And yeah, here I stopped to take some video because this cube looked very interesting. It was like a tunnel and there was a green light at the end. Here you'll see some random shots and it looks, yeah, exactly the same as 30 years ago, I guess. I love this slow-mo. So yeah, our path continues. We see some Birja, typical Soviet buildings with some extensions which look almost ridiculous. Yeah, people modify their apartments freely here. It's like a heaven. And yeah, we continue our path. And here I notice these tubes. And guess what? There is gas inside. And it sounds very dangerous because it sounds like gas. Can you hear? It's deadly. But it's there. It's just hanging there for itself. And by the way,
This is a kindergarten that I used to go, and I really hated it. I didn't like the soups there. I only liked these cubicles that I used to play with. I had some friends, but in general, it was not a good experience. Also, one time I remember that my mom was late to pick me up from kindergarten, and I live like 5 minutes from here, and a teacher, a nanny from kindergarten, she brought me from kindergarten to my apartment, and on the way we saw my mom, and I got so angry because she was late, and I thought she abandoned me. And yeah, as I remember, I didn't go to kindergarten the whole my childhood since before school, so yeah, I still remember some moments from this kindergarten, and it is still a kindergarten here, and it looks almost exactly the same. This building, this old rusted iron door, and maybe these trees are also very, very old. So yeah, I think we arrived to the apartment building where I used to live from the age of 1, from birth till the age of 7. This was apartment on the first floor apartment where I used to live, and this is the entrance door, and I used to play in this yard. There is a playground there as well, and there is this water fountain which has been here forever, and not much has changed. And in my dreams I often see this place that I go in the apartment, knock on the door, and some stranger opens this door, and I ask, where is my mom? So it stuck with me. I don't know, it's like subconscious fear or something, but yeah, this place has some of my core memories. Also on this in this building, on the balcony that I showed you, I think I gained my consciousness there at the age of maybe 4, 5. And the funny thing is that when I was born in 1991, we had civil wars in Georgia because Soviet Union collapsed, and we fell into full-on chaos. Yeah, on this balcony. So yeah, it was total chaos. There were people running with the machine guns all around the city. And it was really hard time. Like, my mom had to stand in the lines for the bread and for milk and yogurt. And yeah, to be honest, I don't know how they managed to save me and many others from my generation. So yeah, it was a hard time. And also I remember that my father's cousin, who was a farmer and also then started his business after 90s, he got access on bananas because we didn't have any bananas in Georgia. And I think I remember the first time I tried banana, because I just it was so strange, because we had basic stuff like apples and pears and grapes, whatever we have naturally usual stuff, and banana was wow, the shape and the color and everything. But I really enjoyed it. I really loved it. So yeah, this was my playground, and I remember there were some Russian-speaking children, and I think it was my first interaction to foreigner, and it was a little bit strange because we had to use our hands and gestures to understand each other, and I was really curious because they looked different, and their parents were different from Georgian parents, and yeah, I was curious. Hi, Poopy. Hi. This cross wasn't there before because during Soviet Union,
religion was banned, so you didn't have, as you already know, like we didn't have churches that were functional. So, as I mentioned before, there were no churches, but from the 90s, then the church became more and more powerful, especially economically, and basically it maintained its power since this day. So yeah, since then slowly this kind of crosses emerge, just like random crosses. Sometimes it's neon crosses you just see in these neighborhoods or on the hills or some really unexpected places. So in this apartment, I have several core memories. The first that I said, that I gained my consciousness on the balcony at the age of maybe 4 or 5. And then I started my school, elementary school. And this school, I remember when my father brought this desk to making homeworks. It had a really good like organizer inside, and I was really happy and excited. But then when I had to prepare for my homeworks, it was not really fun, but I really had to do it because I felt like my parents really urged me to get in schedule and do my homeworks, go to school, and just to be a good girl. So I think I was really good. I had this like really stereotypical experience when my dad was trying to help me with my maths homeworks, and it was not good because he didn't have any patience, and I almost cried every time when we had to do it together. So yeah, and now when I see reels and people sharing the same experiences, it's just insane to me, like why we had the same life. I don't understand. Yes, and I remember one memory as well when my mom was sick, and my father was taking care of me most of the time, and it was such a weird and unusual experience because usually it was my mom who would take responsibility on me all the time, and now my mom was very passive, and I think it was the first time when I felt that oh my god, what if I lose my mom, and life feels so different now because I might lose her at some point. So I think I was 5 or 6, and yeah, I remember that very vividly, sitting in the kitchen and eating a meal that my father prepared for me. So yeah, it was interesting. I remember some like birthday parties or Christmas parties in this apartment when my relatives would come, and we had this like big, not big, but like a supra, which is a feast, a Georgian feast. Now you have like lots of food and wine, and people sing on the guitars or on the piano, and considering the fact that the whole country was falling apart and there was chaos, people somehow still were trying to keep it usually, at least on celebration and at least on holidays, to just not to lose this touch to this maybe reality or what they had this belonging to, this routine that they had been doing since birth. And they were born in Soviet Union, and I think it was really hard for them to switch from one regime to another, one system to another, because like you were born in Soviet Union and you had a certain mindset, and suddenly it just collapsed, and then now you have to adapt on absolutely new economic structure, and no one's there for you to help you or assist you or anything. So yeah, a lot of people had a really hard time coping with that. So then you had this lot of men who got addicted on certain substances, and the screen went black, so I thought it was off, but it's actually on, so I can just continue. It's like 5 minutes yapping with me. So I wanted to start this like experimental project or whatever, that I go to these places that I have vivid memories of and just remember everything, because this city changes really rapidly, and I'm not sure that I'm low-key, I'm really kind of happy that it's almost unchanged. Maybe it's just my toxic trait, but I like it is unchanged, because like I literally visited my past too. But if now it was like all transformed into this different place, that wouldn't make any sense to me, like wouldn't revive any memories to me. So yeah, I want to visit these kind of places and just record these videos and my impressions about it, because maybe in 10-15 years or in 20 years these places will look completely different, and so yeah, I want to somehow preserve my memories with the help of making these videos. So I'm gonna visit these places. I'm gonna have this like series of it where I lived, because I lived in many different places in this city, because at the age of 7 we sold this apartment, because I had problems with my lung, because we had mold in this house, and because of this mold I got bronchitis, allergic bronchitis, and it was really hard for me to basically exist. I almost died because of lungs infection and stuff. So yeah, it was a difficult time for my mom and for my parents, and luckily my father's cousin was pediatrician, and during these dark times my basically you couldn't find, like, hospitals were not properly working, so basically he now saved my life at some point. So at the age of 7 I left. We sold this apartment, and basically I was 6, and then we moved to another apartment, which the apartment was dry, so my lung problems slowly faded. So yeah, next time maybe we go to that place, and I lived there from the age of 7 to 15, and so yeah, there are a lot more stories to tell. And now cute dog arrives. Come here. Hello. He's a cute doggo. Really big doggo. Hello. Yeah, really cute tail. So yeah, if I remember anything else. Oh, okay, what is this? I think you want water? Okay, let's have some water. Maybe from my hand. Yeah, what? No. I think it's his toy. What do you want? You want? What do you want? Come here. You want to play? Okay, give it. Monty. I misunderstood. I thought you were thirsty. You have a nice house here. And I remember there was a dog here, and his name was Bombora, and he would lie down next to our entrance. And one time I just grabbed some stick, and I was poking him with my stick, and suddenly he woke up and he got angry, and almost, like, of course he didn't bite me because he knew me, but like he scared me a little. And this is also one of my core memories, not to disturb dogs when they're sleeping or eating. So yeah, I remember it was really big. Bombora is a name from our mythology. I I think it's like a Bombor is like a giant baby, so I think that's why they named him this name. I had also, there was this one memory we had when there was a man who was living on the top floor, and he had some psychological problems, and sometimes maybe once a month or twice he would stand on the balcony and scream as like several sentences. For example, "Oh my God, the demons are coming," and stuff like that. And it was so scary for me and also for the neighbors and stuff. I was actually friends with his daughter. She was my best friend. And we would play with the dolls, whatever we had. I also remember I got my first Barbie doll in this apartment, and it was crazy. She had this like long blonde braids and this shiny pink dress and bikinis and stuff. So yeah, I would play with these Barbies. We would play with these Barbies, and we sometimes had this like childish fights as well. And I remember once I pinched her so much that you could see like blood. Like why kids are so brutal sometimes. Like also she did also some stuff, but like we had this like weird, like a very animalistic expressions. It's like we just had some like for nothing, and we just pinched each other. Sometimes we would like hit each other, but then we became friends again. And so yeah, I think from the age of 1 to 7, it's just like one big experimentation of like for child's developmental stage, when you just like do whatever comes, and most of the times this animalistic instincts come. So yeah, I remember her very vividly. We were classmates. We would go to a school nearby. I think we also joined this Georgian traditional dances class. Yeah, I will try to go now and find this school. So
Let's see how this school is going.
So here we are. This is how my school looks like, where I studied for 1 year. It was totally shocking for me to see this school in this state, because I thought that it was still a normal functional school. But I come here and I see this situation. People live there. I don't know if they squatted or they have a permission to live there, but obviously they live there freely. And the sheets and clothes are drying on the sun. Some cats just wandering around. People have some cute gardens at the entrance of X school. And yeah, I just went to explore this place, which looks very intriguing. I think there was fire on the top floor. So yeah, I went inside.
This is really, really surreal. Like I literally sat in this building and attended lessons like Georgian lesson and math and sports and like sports, I don't know where, but it is crazy. Look. Someone's building apartment in my school. Oh my god. I need to take a picture of it. Damn. So yeah, it's, oh, I think this is very old remnant. Tan ars ghmerti. So it says Chven tan ars ghmerti, which is the God is with us. Okay. There is also some words they didn't removed. Sami ღვთაებრივი საუნჯე დაგვრჩა ჩვენ მამა პაპათაგან. It says we have 3 divine gifts from our fathers and grandfathers. Mamuli eina da sartsmonoeba, which says our fatherland, language, and faith, Christianity. So I think they really hesitated to remove these words because it's connected with faith and it's about Christianity and stuff. I also want to take a picture of it or a video. And you know what? I'm gonna try and find another entrance. What if we find some other interesting words written on the wall? Okay.
So soon I will meet a little girl who is gonna attend some music classes, and we're just having a casual conversation about what am I doing here and yeah, why am I here?
YouTuberi ჯერ არა, მაგრამ ალბათ ვიქნები. მადლობა. აქ სწავლობდი პირველ კლასში. კი, ანუ 1997 წელს. ძალიან ადრე, დიდი ვარ. და ეგ ვცხოვრობდი და ეხლა გადავწყვიტე, რომ აქეთ გადმოსულიყავ. მე ნახე რა ხდება. და მე რომ მგონია რომ სკოლა არის, უცებ აღმოჩნდა რომ თუნდაც ხალხი ცხოვრობს იქ. და ანუ ამ სკოლის პირველ კლასში მახსოვს ბევრი ხალხი იყო და იქ რაღაცა ქართულის გაკვეთილები, მათემატიკის გაკვეთილები გქონდა და ეხლა მოდივარ და სკოლა აღარ არის. კატები არიან იქით და რაღაცა ხალხი ცხოვრობს, გაფენილი არის ტანსაცმელები და იმდენად შოკში ვარ ხა. რომ მინდა და მეთქი რამენერად შევალთქო და მე შევხვდა ეს ბიჭი რომ შემოდიოდა მასიკაზე და მეთქი გამოვყავით თქო და მაინტერესებს ზემოთ ავიდე და ვნახო რა ხდება ჩემს ძველ სკოლაში. So we met this a girl who was also going to some music lesson. And she said that, yeah, it's like that here now. Mostly Sangarisho concert, mostly art school. საქართველოს ფოლკლორისა და კლასიკური მუსიკის განვითარების კავშირი. Someone said this kid was so cute. Oh, wow. This is very interesting room with Mozart and a piano. Smells like toilet. We have Jesus and Mary. I just send this crazy stuff to my friends. Can you hear the music? Okay, let's go upstairs. You never know what awaits you when you enter a random building in Tbilisi or in Georgia. Crazy. That is crazy. Oh, ich so auch dit. Wow. Another interesting room with Madonna and baby Jesus and some piano. Et voilà. Tbilisi, July. I don't know which year it is, but it's a Holy Trinity calendar. And look underneath.
Very soon you're gonna witness some masterpiece scenes. This is like, I'm so proud of this scene that was in front of me. Please enjoy the performance of a Georgian violin teacher.
couldn't go in another part of the building, so I'm going downstairs. Okay, I think it's this thing.
I really felt like video game character here. You know, when the character is just walking in abandoned buildings. But in this case, it was not abandoned. Some cute paintings. I love this one, the earth and the doves. And yeah, I genuinely felt like it. It really, really was unreal. And yeah, I'm glad that I followed my instinct and went for it today.
Okay, we're back. We're back outside. What a trip. Let's go on the... So it's basically art school, Helena School, with some people living. Let's check stuff from the outside. Okay. Entrance in the building. Cute. Someone's apartment. Supposedly.
I intentionally didn't speak here because I didn't want to attract attention. So that's why you're just hearing my heavy breathing here. But this place looked amazing. Almost like the interior of the houses you have in old town of Tbilisi. And yeah, some nice shots. Here you go.
Like, I have no idea what I'm doing or where am I. This is completely surreal. Yeah. Easy. Yeah, this is Peche, a heater that we used to have in 90s.